I'm tired.
I'm tired too. Welcome back, friends. It's the weekend.
It's the end of the weekend.
It's the end of the weekend.
We went into this weekend Thursday still debating, are we going to go to the cabin or not? Because it was on our schedule to go to the cabin one last time before winter, at least. And plant my garlic up there. We just had plans, things to do. He wanted to go fishing. I needed to get my garlic planted. And then, you guys all probably keep this list of things that you have to get done. Well, our list, this is my personal list, is like pages of stuff specifically that I have to get done before winter gets here. Todd has his list that he manages, and then we started debating, are we going, are we not?
Yeah, and we're here. We're home. We stayed home.
We did. We made the hard choice to stay home, and sometimes for people that aren't homesteading but thinking about this homesteading lifestyle, sometimes that you have to make those hard choices to maybe not go and do something that you would have rather have done because there's just things that you need to do to take care of your animals, prep the farm, and things like that for winter coming. Mm-hmm. Something that we haven't mentioned in a video before is that our son is getting married this December outside of the continental United States, and they're coming back here in May to have their reception, and they want to have their reception on the property, which I'm perfectly excited about. But that means that there's like a ton of things beyond managing just the homestead operations that have to be ready to have this big reception here on the farm. And some of the tasks that were planned for this weekend were tasks to be ready for that in the spring, because in Michigan here we have really rainy springs. And I didn't want a chance not having the opportunity to paint the front porch.
We're staining the deck.
Yes. So painting the front porch, staining the deck, two big tasks that we wanted to get done this weekend. Did they get done? Well, let's just say day one, you took Friday off.
I did. I took Friday off. I had it scheduled off to begin with, thinking we were going to go to the cabin. We weren't going to the cabin, but we had lists, so I stayed home anyways.
And I woke up early to get going on the day, excited that he was staying home with me. And when I was out taking care of all the animals, we have our huge wildflower garden out there that we planted this year, and I noticed they were all deadheaded. So I needed to go out and pluck all those dead heads off. So it took about 20 minutes, went around in cold weather and got all those. It was too cold to paint, unfortunately. So you had to run your truck up to the shop.
Yep. Check engine light's been on for about 6 months or so, and having the day off was a perfect opportunity to take it in, drop it off in the morning, let them keep it all day, and we'll pick it up when you guys close. And
something to get done while we were waiting for it to warm up, not wasting time.
Right.
We talk a lot about how busy we are, like on our live shows or just chit-chatting with people, but you don't see the day in and day outs of things that we're actually trying to accomplish around the property.
Yep. And that is kind of the point behind this whole video, which is kind of new for us, in that we post a lot of how-to or informational type videos, and we have our live streams, but we wanted a way to share more about what it is that we do and more about ourselves along the way.
Right.
And this format for this video in particular is one of our experiments to try to see how this works out. And if it works out well, we'll keep it going.
Yep. So we got back, I don't know, at some point, and it was probably 11 o'clock when I decided, okay, let's go paint porch time, stain deck time. So we split up task. I took on the porch, he took on staining the deck. I estimated, for some reason, I'm not quite sure because I've never painted a front porch before, but I estimated 6 hours to paint the front porch. That's all the railings, the post, the floor. Getting it done. Better late than never. 5.5 hours later, I had one side of the railings done and the post. No floor was painted, and rain was coming.
Yep, and the staining of the deck went well. We bought one of those power sprayers for spraying stain and paint. First time I ever used one, and it worked pretty well.
Yeah, he got done lickety split.
Well, I ran out of stain.
We ran out of stain. And rain was coming.
And rain, yes.
Like I said, this list is huge. So just because it's raining, what else needed to be done? I had just, when I got back from Homesteaders of America conference, gone out and pulled everything out of the garden. So there was a ton more peppers, and you took on that task to chop those up and dehydrate the rest.
Jalapenos, chilies,
Cayennes. Yep.
Cleaned them all up, prepped them, threw them in the dehydrator, turned it on, let it run.
That was day one. Not exactly what I planned.
We can't do anything about the rain.
No. Day two,
Saturday.
I wake up. It is freezing outside. Like, oh no. So it has to be like a certain temperature to paint, right? I was pushing my luck. But it was like frost on the ground cold. So I think it was probably by 10:30. Maybe it was like 46, 48.
And the porch does face east. So the sun was coming up. It was warming up the wood. It was promising.
But I knew I was not following recommended instruction.
Good morning.
Morning. Day two. It's gonna be all right. Thanks for pitching in.
Yesterday we got Rachel got most of the inside that faces the house. Now she's doing the outside.
But I asked Todd to jump in since he couldn't stain the deck anymore because it had rained the night before. It's not covered. That wood is soaked now. So we got to wait a couple days to let that dry to tackle that again. So can you come jump on this project with me? Spray off the porch floor as much as you can. I'll get going on the outside of the post and the rails. Needless to say, rain was coming again at 2 o'clock. So I think I got out there around 10:30 and we painted until right before 2. The only thing that's left is trim work. So I feel good that I'm going to get another 50-degree day that I can finish. I know I will.
Yeah, we made a big dent.
Yeah. But it doesn't quite get that X marks the spot off the list. So, but what are you going to do? It's pouring down rain. I'm now a tad bit frustrated. We came inside and we watched some football and we took a nap.
Sure did.
I said, I'm going to go at this list so hard this weekend. I'm not giving myself a break, but when it's raining, you can't do anything. Oh, but we woke up from our nap. I forgot there was something else we could do inside the house.
Let's see.
Right here. Can they see this?
No.
Oh, darn, you can't see it. Hopefully we have a clip
There's
to throw in.
There's plenty of footage of me getting electrocuted.
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, wow. Did you turn it all the way off?
Yeah, I think so.
Why did it fry me?
No, don't you have a tester?
So that wrapped up day 2 Saturday, and we headed off to bed. Sunday morning, Someone made us a nice big breakfast, some bacon and biscuits and eggs and sausage gravy.
Yeah. We do that on Sundays a lot around here, have a big breakfast.
Yep, but it was chilly once again. It was
I think it was like 30.
Time we got done with
36.
breakfast, it was like 36 degrees. I'm like, okay, well, we can't paint. What else do we have on our list of things to do that we can get done? And we had at least, well, of course, we have a list of videos to make of things that we have ideas for. So we knocked out 2 videos this morning. I think before we even had lunch, we got those all filmed and wrapped up. We still have to edit them, post them. But that was fun.
Yeah, that was
went
fun.
well.
And something that was on my list, but not for this weekend, but because it was too cold to go back at the painting anymore, it was on, just to let you know, it was on Tuesday's schedule.
Oh, okay.
So now we don't have it. And the other task was on a Monday schedule. So we have Monday and Tuesday now open
Yes.
to fill with other things.
To paint more.
So we needed to get our stock back up on our hay for the winter, and we needed to move the goat shelter to its winter location and get that ready for winter. And we got both things done. I kid you not a minute down the road is a farm that sells organic hay. So while we were there, we were like, hey, do you have any like old spoiled hay that you don't need anymore, that you can't sell, that we could get from you? And sure enough, they did. We did have to buy it, but not for much. And we got the spoiled hay that I can use in my garden next spring. I'm so excited. Ruth Stout is going to explode next year. And we got our goat shelter ready.
We did. So our goat shelter typically is it's a 10 by 10 dog kennel, steel dog kennel that we use for our goats inside their normal paddock. And we made a roof panels that fit on top of it to keep it dry. But in the winter, you get wind, snow, cold, wind chill temperatures.
Yeah.
We needed some way to wall off the sides, and we kicked around a number of different ways of using tarps or boards or wood or things like that. Well, we ended up settling on some 3-year-old hay that...
And some ratchet straps.
Yep.
Anyway, it turned out good. I think it's super cozy. I would live in there if I was a goat. Plus, you can have a snack while you're laying down. Came inside, found a whole bunch of kids here visiting Abigail. Whipped them up some cookies and some hot cocoa after they went out 4-wheeling. And now we're about to get in our pajamas and watch football again. We're a football family.
Yep. Yeah, it's about 7 o'clock now. So, I mean, the day of work is done. The weekend is done. We do have to take some time away from work to rest. So we'll spend our evening on the couch and catch up on some football and
YouTube.
And then some YouTube, and then we'll head to bed and hit work tomorrow morning.
So I want to say that you can do your absolute best to make your plans. There is nothing on my Sunday list checked off, and everything on my Thursday, Friday, Saturday list has half of a line through it, not a complete X because of that darn rain. So what are you going to do? You're going to pick up again on Monday and say, okay, where do I start again? We can only do our best. That's what we're trying to do.
Yep.
Thanks for your help this weekend.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
We're a good team.
Yeah. So that's our weekend recap of what happened here at 1870s Homestead. I'm Rachel.
And I am Todd.
Thanks for joining us.
I could take a nap, but it's too late.
Yeah.